Alright, hello my lords and ladies, welcome back to a Shadowbringers playthrough. I am Joe, also known as Ojo-sama. And it's good to see you all if you're here. A little PSA, a little announcement. Hey, Dosuke, nice to see you again. Good to see you. I am, one, very sleep deprived. Two, I have a headache. Three, my mother is still sick, and I may need to, either take a break to assist her, or I might need to dip out of the stream entirely early because, I might need to drive her to the doctor or something. But that's just, hypothetical. I'm feeling better than I did last stream, where I had ended early. I don't know what went through my body, but it went through it quick. Just seemed to be like a real rush of, kind of a sickness or whatever. I don't even know what it was. Anyway, today on the stream, we will be doing a little bit crafting. Hey, it's what happens once you get to the end of 5.0. The rest becomes crafting for raid prep. So we're going to finish off the facet of nourishment, and we're going to do one quest with the facet of whatever this is, the mining, the forging, the smithing, and we're going to do finish off the facet of fishing as well, and then we're going to get right into that speed through. Hopefully we can get all the way through Amarat and face Hades again, but before we begin that, we must do what we always do with the stream, and that is begin with a little bit of Gamba. Boy, do I need it right now. A little bit of the Gamba, a little open tournament. I need to see how the luck flows and get my brain juices goes. The best they can, anyway. I've got to try to keep awake. On the bright side, this will make I'm about to go to bed early. Thanks, Dosuke, I appreciate that. Yeah, she was a little concerned, and so was I, that I might have to take her to doctor, though she seems to be doing a little bit better as the day moves on, so she doesn't think that I'll need to take her to the doctor, so there's that. Let's see what the rules are. As I was saying, crafting. it is what it is, you know. We're gonna do a little chill stuff. My plan originally for waking up at 4 a.m. to watch the live letter was to kind of, you know, during dinner have a couple drinks, maybe drink a little bit more, get a little messy, pass out, wake up early in the morning, completely dehydrated, as I am wont to do once in a while, and then be right in time for the keynote. But I have a feeling I'm gonna pass out around 8 o'clock and wake up at 4 naturally without even needing to quote unquote medicate myself with alcohol. So there's that bonus, as I'm trying to keep it together right now. Oh man. Okay. A dud ticket. Okay. We gotta go for second place. Question is, do we go this way or do we go this way? Go this way. Second place, baby! That was real luck. You love to hear it. Love to hear the jingle. First place! At least the luck is good. Though I tend to spend all my luck on Cacpot, and the rest of the day goes pretty badly. On the downtime, we're gonna stay here until the open tournament pops because I want to cash in my cards. I do not have the space to hold on to them. It's actually cashing a card right now. And let's toss in this materia. Is there a, can I sell something to you? Or are you just a merchant? Is any of you an actual merchant? Ooh, I know where an actual merchant is. I know where an actual merchant is. Kasumi! You trading Gil. Aha. I desperately need Gil on Calico. I don't know what happened to my money, but it disappeared. Something you don't often hear from a trial player. Alright. Let's... all vibes, no strat. Reverse, 3 open. We'll go that. We'll go Zervon. Why not? What do they recommend? Well, they do recommend Zervon, but none of my other choices. Screw you, I'm doing it anyway. And remember, it's reverse. It's reverse. That usually takes me one move to figure out that it's reverse. I'll do the worst possible move possible. Now, did I mention that I'm really sleep deprived? I feel like I'm cracking up here. Okay, he put Diabolos exactly where I would have put Diabolos. So I just flat out used my 1 card immediately to take over a 5-star. Do I use my 2? I don't like using my 2 here. But I like using my 1 even less, so we're gonna see what he does up here. What? Are you effing with me? Sneaky. But I got a counter. Right. Yeah. Damn it. Hey, duh. Out of the MSQ cast, which one are you cracking? MSQ cast. I mean, I was a Minfilia stan for a while. Minfilia had what I like to call an aggressive navel, and I'm a sucker for a good midriff. I feel like I'm the only person on the planet who likes Minfilia. Everybody hates her but me. I'm like, what do you... She's just a sweet, innocent... Well, not innocent, but she's just a sweet woman just because she's, like, doesn't have offensive capabilities. People like, useless. Is it weird that I'm not that into Y'shtola? Like, I recognize that Y'shtola is hot, but I'm just like... I don't know, she just seems kind of plain Jane to me. In a world filled with cat girls, that becomes the problem. It's like, huh, a cute cat girl. Not like I haven't seen one of those before. Now. Am I 5 heading? I don't think I am. What should I do here? I think I want to do this. Because I want them to go there. Yeah, I wanted them to do that because then I can go like this. And now he doesn't have really an option to take over anything. Yours is beyond 5.0. I hope it's not Luke Lamont. I hope it's not Luke Lamont. I will judge you. I don't really know much 5.0 characters. I mean, I've seen like cards of people that I don't know. There's like the Knot. I don't know who she is. But I've seen a card of her. There's like a bunch of like ancients. I can tell that they're ancients because they're the robes they're wearing. But in the little masks. I don't know who they are. And then there's Luke Lamont. There's Speen. There's Zero is a character, yes. You know what? I'll meet you head on. Boom. I do not like the way this is going. I do not like the way this is going. Hi. I know, like, I just know Luke Lamont from, you can't avoid Luke Lamont because, I mean, what a contentious character, right? I mean, I'll withhold my judgment until I play, but, you know, through the grapevine, doesn't sound like a really good character. But people said that about Lise, and yeah, Lise was a little annoying. She wasn't nearly as bad as people made it out to be. I know Zero is a thing. Like something Void sent. That's all I know about her. I try to avoid spoilers, but man, you know, you play the game, things come through, and you try to like, you know, things come through to you through osmosis, and you just can't avoid it. Like in the Crystal Exarch, I knew he was Rahat's here from the start. You know, I didn't want to fake it. Okay, let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get to this. I'm at level 80, both Alchemist and Culinarian, so I gotta do the final Facet of Nourishing quest, and then level up my armor a little bit. You like Zero? Zero's the girl? You like, she seems kind of tomboyish. I don't know. But I'm a tomboy enjoyer myself. So, no judgments here. Alright, let's see what Skip, the journey with Skip, come to an end with Bethric. Caligo, pray give me a moment for my heart to return to my chest. I was on my way back here when I happened to peek down at the stables and I saw him. I saw Skip! Quickly, we must go and see him. gods, is it really you? But why would he return? You don't suppose the Amaro of Wallachdorf mistreated him, do you? No. No, they were quite nice. My stream is kind of acting up. Well, let's take a little quick looky-loo. Let's look at, no drift, no frames dropped, but that might just be talking about Twitch, not YouTube. Says my stream strength is excellent. Let me know if it continues. You know, YouTube, whatever. It's so stupid. All of this is dumb. I'm so tired. I'm so sleep deprived right now. Why didn't I get a full night's sleep? Why do I wake up? But I want to live with you, Bethric and Caligo. He speaks! The Tapk Amaro and Wallach dwarf spoke true. You do have the gift. I'm sorry for not speaking sooner. It was not my intention to deceive you. You have nothing to apologize for. Were I in your position, I likely would have done the same. I still can't believe you're here. What exactly happened after we left you at Wallachdorf? I spoke with the other Amaro, of the poachers and their poison, of your kindness, and how you nursed me back to health, sensing the conflict in my heart. They bade me think long and hard on what it was I truly desired. For nigh on a century, I have forged for companionship. 1 second, there we go. For, God, I'm so tired. Okay. For nigh on a century I have longed for companionship I once shared with man, yet it was not until I encountered the poachers that I became truly aware of his capacity for cruelty, and I began to think perhaps all men secretly harbor such wickedness within them. Then I thought of Caligo, and the food he so lovingly made for me. It reminded me of my youth, and my partner with whom I once explored the world. It reminded me that I must endeavor to seek the good in men's hearts. Nodders. I can think of no better place to do that than here in the Crystarium, if you were to have me. I can see no reason why not. What say you, Kim? Or Nem, probably the K is silent. I would welcome Skip without question, but it is not the decision for me to make alone. I must discuss this with the other stable hands. Thank you. Thank you. Think nothing of it. A thought occurs to me. If you were to stay here at the stables, would you be able to tell us what the other Amaro are thinking? Indeed I could. I recall them being rather jealous of the food I ate when last I was here, though they understood it was part of my treatment. Truly? Have they said anything about me? Why would they have anything to say of you? Speaking of foods, Caligo, is there any chance you could prepare any of the foods from my homeland? I'm sure they would love it. What a splendid idea! Nothing brings together people, or I suppose in this case Amaro, like a delicious meal. How about it, Caligo? Think you can prepare Amaro fare in the Burube fashion? I will put together a list of necessary ingredients. As this is a rather special request, you can be sure your efforts will be handsomely rewarded. Gosuke, you talking about your own dungeon experience right now? Them's the breaks, man. When I was doing my Lalafell hardcore run, I felt like I was running with the most... I try to do duty support as much as possible. When I had a party with people, my god, it was terrible. In fact, that's what killed my Lalafell. Terrible party members. We got to, what is it called? We got to the Crystallis, and the tanks were not soaking the towers, and like an idiot, I thought I might be able to soak a tower as a summoner. I could not. And I died. Abruptly. I thought I was going to make it to Heaven's War. I really did. They're talking about fried chicken and fighting over it. It's like, hey, the Jubilee promotion is over, folks. I already have this, didn't I? Didn't I already prepare this food? Isn't Skip's voice simply divine? Oh, I could listen to him talk all day. Yes, I did have these already prepared. I could have gotten this experience. Look at all that experience gone wasted. If I wasn't streaming and I wasn't so intent on showing everybody all the reactions to all the different quests and lore, I would save this until I was a full sub and get this experience as a boost for my for when I get my level cap raised. But we'll complete the story. 954 scripts are going to tell me, nope, I have enough scripts. Good. You've outdone yourself, Calico, if you don't mind if I have a taste to you. Goodness me, the Amaro of Bordeaux Bay must have lived like kings. Your prowess continues to inspire. On the bright side, I get the scripts, so those won't go to waste. I had a I had a death run with Lalafell. When I got to 10,000 subs on YouTube, I promised when I first made my channel that as a joke that I would play Lalafell, because, you know, what kind of players play Lalafell? Well, you got your evil people that just are drawn to how the evilness that is Lalafell. And then you have the clout chasers, the ones who play Lalafell as a form of a bet. Like every streamer, I wasn't streaming at the time, but every streamer plays Lalafell once because it's like, oh, I lost the bet, I'll play Lalafell. So I said, hey, I get to 10,000 subs, I'll play Lalafell, kind of as a joke. And then I got to 10,000 subs, and then I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. But I wasn't going to just Fantasia for like one video. I was like, that's kind of lame. So I said, hey, how about I start streaming as a Lalafell, and I'll play through the MSQ as Lalafell until I die. And man, the things I did with that Lalafell, I crafted, he became an Omni crafter, like all this, like just to try to survive the best I could. Only for the Crystallis to kill me. That was so lame. That was so lame. Expertly done. I had better hurry this over to the stables before I attempted to sample more. You'll still go and visit Skip from time to time, won't you? I'm sure it would mean the world to him. It does my heart good to see the Amaro so happy and healthy. I would do anything to keep them safe. Though I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about another poacher attack. There won't always be a craftsman on hand to mix the medicines I require. I'm certain you'll find a way. I never took you for a quitter. I'll be a little hard on him. Ever the optimist, I see. Well, I said I would do anything to keep them safe, and I meant it. Lafells are evil? Yes, I know this, Lord Dosuke. I know this all too well. But they have a charm to them. They're wicked charms. They almost enthralled me. I was actually really upset when my Lalafell died. I really started. That little guy started growing me. I had a glamour plan for him and everything. I never got to do my glamour. I think it's high time we began studying medicine in earnest. For Skip and the others. Speaking of whom, Nem said she wishes to speak with me about Skip staying at the Crystarium. If you've a mind to hear what she has to say, would you care to join me? Oh boy, more useless materia. And probably really crappy food. I am an Amaro confidant. Where can I? Oh, I didn't. God damn. Oh, great. Actual card worth something. Whatever. I have so much MGP. I don't need it. Watch the update that comes next week. Right? There's an update coming next week. Big update. Beastmaster finally coming. And I bet there's going to be a... What do we got here? I bet you there's going to be a big Gold Saucer update. Possibly a crossover. And watch there be a prizes that I need. That's over... How much MGP do I have right now? I have 2 million on this character. I already have the blackjack, so it's not like I'm want for MGP on Caligo. I have like 3k and 4k on my other characters. I mean, 3 million and 4 million on my other characters, so I think I'm pretty good. Anyway, ooh, these are actually good materia. Actual good materia. Alright, healing old wounds. Bethric was hoping you might stop by. There you are, as I told you before, Nim wishes to speak with me about Skip staying here at the Crystarium. If you would also hear what she has to say, meet me over at the rookery. Anybody else getting like an obscene amount of spam calls recently? Like it's actually like interfering with my life. Like, I have to make a dermatologist appointment, and I don't know, they're really hard to get a hold of. You have to call them, and then they call you back. But the amount of spam calls that I'm getting, I think it's actually like has caused them to not get through to me. Like they're trying to call while I'm getting all these spam calls. So it took me like months to get an appointment. I mean, granted, I got sick, so I stopped trying to make one. It's just freaking horrible. The party was hectic, but was fun. LOL. I low-key want to do a hardcore character now. It's tough work, Dosuke. It's tough work. It's, you know, this game is not designed for a hardcore run. I can tell you as playing it, it's a lot. If you want to be really serious about it, it's a lot of work because you got to. It depends. I'm a trial player, so I was kind of hardcore on top of hardcore, which meant like I can't use the market board. I can't get traded anything. So everything I had to make myself, and I had to obtain myself, which is why I had to become a crafter. And to make I made like the best potions I possibly could, and things like that. And best food to keep me alive the best I could. And there's a lot of MSQ, but granted, you could skip, I guess. I wasn't skipping because I was streaming it. Use paladins. Tanks are always the first character to die, though, in a party run. So there's that, you know. If you're a good tank, you're always the first one to die. I was a summoner. So that's what I went as. Anyway, let's see what Skip has to say. He actually talks now. What do you suppose she has to say? Thank you for... Thank you for coming. I would have your have you here this as well. You've come. Good. Before we begin, I would thank you again for the butter beef feed you prepared for the Amaro. It was most excellent. The other Amaro enjoyed it as well. But I digress. Now, as you may or may not be aware, Nem is the stable master here at the Rookery. It warms my heart to see you well again, Skip. I have given the matter of you staying much thought, and there is no denying the value of your presence here at the Crystarium. Then I have your leave to stay? In a word, yes. However, everyone must do their part. To be certain that you too are able to contribute, I would have you undertake a test. A test? Yes, two in fact. First, I would have you partake of the food we provide the other Amaro here at the stable. Being of a different breed, we must be certain our feed is suitable for your constitution. That seems reasonable enough. I do not wish to alarm you, but the stable fare of our Amaro is the same as that used by the poachers who poisoned you. Must we really subject him to this now? Is not his constitution that concerns me, but the trauma of his experience? There's only so much we can do to accommodate a single Amaro of many. It would be impractical to maintain a separate stock of food for him alone. If he proves comfortable eating it, we can discuss the next test. If there is no other way, then I must try. I believe in you, Skip. Calico, would you be willing to prepare the feed? Perhaps this will assuage his fears if he senses it was made by your hand. What, you think these people are gonna poison you, Skip? Why does he go by Lug Lug anymore? Thank you. If you need supplies, you need only ask. When you have finished, bring the feed to Bethrick. Alright, well, since I'm at 80 on both, I might as well do this on the appropriate job of cooking. Class. Crystarium delivery. Soon style Amaro feed. The traditional nutritious feed used by the Zoon in raising healthy and happy Amaro. Let's start with that. Start with a little bit of this. A little bit of this. Easy as pie. Easy as Zoon style Amaro feed. We're counting on you for that feed. Another culinary masterpiece. This looks fantastic. You are quite skilled to master our recipe so quickly. Such quality would normally require years of training. Are you certain there's no other way? Already I can feel my stomach turning in protest. You can do it, Skip. Remember, Calico prepared this especially for you. Look at that face. You could trust Calico. Look at that face of his. This is good. More than Good. This is delicious. I regret not partaking sooner. Thank you, Caligo. That's the spirit. And imagine how much more enjoyable your meals will be in the company of the other Amaro. Well done. We may move on to the next test then. It's like, hey, Mikey, I think he likes it. Of course. What would you have me do? You must fly from the belt of the Amaro launch, carrying a passenger. Ah, of course. To prepare him for the work of the other, come on, keep it together. To prepare him for the work the other Amaro carry out, yes? Precisely. All who live here at the Crystallia must do their part to support our community. For you, the part will be the transportation of goods and people. I've not had a rider since the flood. Still, I am an Amaro. Such a task should prove a simple one. Come, Caligo, let's be off. No. You must take Bethric. Me? It is clear you have formed a strong connection with Calico Skip. But you are not like to share any such bond with riders in your day-to-day work. But, it's been too long since I've ridden. What's more, Skip has but recently recovered from his illness. Perhaps one of your stable hands, one more proficient in... Such a skill is not easily forgotten. You will ride him, Bethric. My decision is final. You may stay to observe if you like. Perhaps your presence will settle their nerves. I'm dyslexic, Lord Dosuke, so reading is hard enough for me, especially when I'm tired. It really starts to act up. I have to really concentrate on my words, or they'll, words will swap when I read them, especially when I do it out loud. If you will be watching, then I cannot fail. Provided I don't make a mess of things, of course. I'll try not to let Skip down. Landing at the Amaro launch is more difficult than one might think, but I'll guide him the best I can. We'll be waiting for you at the belt. We can expect your attendance at this exercise, yes. I know it would mean much to Bethric and Skip both if you were there. Okay, in Lakeland, eh? Man, I have a headache. I'm so tired right now. I'm sorry I'm complaining about it. I want to give an explanation if I'm kind of like my quality of gameplay and narration is dropping. At least I think I can fall asleep super early and maybe make waking up early easier. Everybody excited for the Fanfest? I gotta make my bingo card. Okay, my free space is obviously new job reveal. This place again. I think like gotta have gold saucer updates. Gotta have. I think they're gonna show off. They should show off new weapon skill skins, but I think they're going to show off a new limit break skin. Not like a new jobs limit break, but like. Here's my super specific prediction. I think they're going to show off a new Paladin limit break. Because let's be honest, Paladin's limit break, as it is now, is the weakest in the game. It aesthetically, it stinks. It's just a wall. They need something better. I want like a giant shield or like wings, a better version of the wings, something like that to come up. Because we need a new weapon skin for Paladin. That's my prediction. I'm at the Crystarium, yeah? That's you, right, Dosuke? I'll accept, but remember, I am a trial player, so I cannot respond to you. So if people who accept me as friends, they tend to forget that. So if you ever comment to me, hey, if you ever send me a tell and I don't send one back, take no offense to it. Let's do a little greet. All right, let's get this going. This is it, Skip. How are you feeling? Equal parts terrified and excited. It was here that I was assailed by the poachers. But as we take to the sky and fly back to the Crystarium, I intend to leave those painful memories behind. Aha, the poachers. Snively whiplash poachers arrive. Hold on a minute. Isn't that... Well, I'll be it's the talking of Morrow what's got away from us the other day. No, it can't be. Don't you two move, you hear? We don't want any trouble, just your feathered friend there. They say that a tongue from an Amaro like that can cure any illness. Should fetch a nice price from those overfed prigs in Yulemore. Tupac Amaro tongues have never been proven to possess such curative properties. Well, it don't matter what we think. If they're willing to pay Gilhender a fist for a slither of that tongue, who are we to argue? We need to alert the guards somehow. They can be apprehended and questioned. Perhaps we can locate their hideout and put an end to their entire operation. Somewhat of a gamble, but I have an idea. Skip, do you think you could lift me into the air? I'd like to, Dosuke, but I'm a culinarian right now. My frying pan will do little. No, not again. I can't. What's that? Best speak up now while you still can. Chin up, Skip. We'll get through this. You have to trust us. Give the more stoic answer. More narcissistic answer, as Callie goes a little self-centered. Focus on himself. You can trust us. You can trust me. You're right. I cannot squander all you and the others have done for me. Bethric, quickly. Quickly, slowly walks up. Wait here, Caligo. Take out the frying pan, Caligo. Whack him. What are you lot up to now? Out of the way, maggot! We're having that tongue. You suck, dude. Your shot sucks. You piddling streaks of piss. You gromless pile of mort shite. Don't you dare lay a hand on my skip. Well, what in the hells? I can tell Caligo's mouth dropped there. Let's go. Right. Just pocket that, just in case. My legs! I can't feel my legs! Out of the way, Caligo! Could have warned me, dude. I don't appreciate this. Damn you all! You'll pay for this! Phew! Alas, they're gone. Are you alright? But no thanks to you. The plan was a success. And it's all thanks to you, Skip. You were so brave up there. You should be thanking Caligo, not me. He helped me find the strength to cast away my fears. And now I'm ready to complete Nim's trial to the Crystarium. Nim is sure to be impressed. Skip took to the sky as if it belonged to him, and Nim bore witness to it all, from takeoff to landing. I had my doubts at first, but he has grown so much in such a short time. Soon I will call the Crystarium home. And after I inform the guards of our recent encounter with the poachers, I should hope that will be the last we hear of them. Let's return to the rookery. Hey, Suya, or should I say, Dosuke. When I hear Dosuke, it kind of reminds me of sumo. I don't know if we got any sumo fans here, but I'm very happy that Aonishiki got his 10th win, which means he returns to Ozeki, aka champion status. You're new. What are you doing here? Bethrick offered us a rather lengthy retelling of your confrontation with the poachers. From the sound of it, they can't have gone far. It's only a matter of time before they're found. Home at last. It's good to see you returned home safe. Okay. There you are. I insisted we wait for your arrival before Nim announced her decision. After bearing witness to Skip's flight from the belt and his outstanding bravery in the face of danger, I hereby declare him fit to join the Amaro here at Temenos Rookery. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I promise to do all I can that my gift might bring man and Amaro closer together. See, I was thinking like, it's like, oh, this Amaro, Skip here, he has to pull his weight. I'm like, is not the job opening for a literal Amaro whisperer, a literal Amaro translator not good enough for you? Can't he just work as a translator? Nah, he's got to be a beast to burn as well. Just translating for the Amaro ain't good enough. It's like, geez. You think having a talking Amaro would be worthy enough of keeping Skip around, for Christ's sake. Anyway, as they once were in the days of Ronka. From what you told me earlier, you were no slouch either, Bethric. Going to tell me what you had in your hand? Yes, well, I'm merely grateful that I had an opportunity to overcome my apprehension of riding Amaro. How fortuitous that you chose me rather than one of your stable hands. I'm not sure I understand what you are implying. More importantly, the whole ordeal has taught me that it requires more than knowledge to be skilled in medicine. If I'm ever to be a truly great veterinarian, I have to let go of the past and my fears of failure that has kept me from fully committing to the care of the Amaro despite my love for them. I suspect they could sense my trepidation. A lesson I think we would all do well to learn. Thank you again, Calico, for all your help. And you as well, Bethric. If your intention is to be more committed to the care of Amaro, I hope that means we can count on you to prepare our food in the future. Nod. Or you skip anything. What do you say we return to the mean, Caligo? The Amaro's medicines want for mixing, and they won't do it themselves. The future looks bright, old friend. Skip would make for an interesting new addition to the rookery. No doubt the Sable Hands will appreciate his abilities to speak with the other Amaro. You'll come back and visit, won't you? Alright. To the mean. Oh, that reminds me. Let's, new stream, new pet. What minion do we have today? Grave Golem. Gravel Golem, excuse me. It's like Grave Golem. That's a cool name for a minion I didn't even know we had, but it's a Gravel Golem. Little cute little Gravel Golem, one of my first minions. Ah, Caligo, you've done so much for me and the Amaro. I'm at a loss to how to repay your kindness. Reps. Skip wouldn't be alive if not for you. And like it or not, I wouldn't have placed the blame on anyone but myself. That all ends now. I'll do whatever it takes to ensure the Amaro never again want for succor. I have my work cut out for me, but don't be a stranger, alright? Perhaps I can even help you with something for a change. Gimme, actual useful material. I say that, but actually the slightly lower grade, 7 grade is actually useful because you need to overmeld crafting equipment, unlike battle equipment. which just gets easily replaced by tome gear. Oh, great. My inventory. My inventory. I should probably toss you. But I have so much of you. Steamed catfish. Actually, no, you actually are good food. Never mind. What about you? Sauteed green leeks. You're garbage. I made you before I had the chance to know what I was doing. Wait, where'd you go? I'm going insane. I gotta get rid of these stuff, but I can't. Bear fat. I think bear fat's actually useless to me now. Let's get rid of that. Amber monkfish, get rid of you. Wait, no. I do need you. Whatever. We're just gonna hopefully switch over to armor smith. Armor, and we'll do this quest. So last we had it, they need, this place is going out of business, and we had one successful venture with making gauntlets for the Zune, so the armor wouldn't hurt them. So what do we have next? Calico, just the man I wanted to see. It's all happening so fast. We received orders for more of those gauntlets you crafted. As I told you, Esmond has a knack for copying existing designs, so I set him loose on the new commissions. After all, he needs to work his wages. That makes a change for working for nothing. And as I told you, I need another crafting miracle to express our next potential client, the Mord. Another spam call. Thank you, spammers. You are a freaking joy to have in my life. The Mord, you say? Okay. Have you been to Amarang? The Mord people have a city there, founded on mining and trading. I went myself to do some groundwork. By talking about new wares they might need wasn't high on my agenda. No, the Mords seemed more intent on feeding me worms, a local delicacy, or so they said. It barely choked one down. Really? The taste started to grow in me after a while. I must have eaten a couple of buckets worth while I was still waiting to get paid. I'm sorry, Esmond, I truly am. Well, my visit to the Mord was something of a loss. But mayhap you have some insight that we could build upon. Pickaxes. The Mord are strikingly similar to the kobolds in appearance. Perhaps the beastmen of the source make use of something that could provide equally beneficial to their Amarang counterparts. Yeah, pickaxes. They're miners. These guys mine for treasures. The other ones mine for, you know, ores and stuff. And their society revolves around tunnels and such. Metal worm jars, bomb incubators, metal worm jars, bomb incubators, metal worm jars. I'm gonna pick bomb incubators, even though that's the dumb decision. Are you gotta go, Dosuke? Well, no worries, man. Thank you for stopping by. If that's what you said. I'm not quite sure what you mean by gotta. I am enjoying the stream, but I appreciate it, man. If you gotta go, that's totally fine, man. Incubators for bombs? Surely you're not... Oh, gotta say you're enjoying the stream. Oh, I appreciate it. Appreciate Josuke. Incubators for bombs? Surely you're not serious. Okay, so I gotta do a metal worm jars. No worries, man, no worries. Metal worm jars. Something to keep their squirmy treats safe. I don't know how the Mord will react to that, but I suppose it's worth a try. Make me a worm jar, if you please. Why did they say, the Mord are like the kobolds. Maybe it's something the kobolds use, the Mord could use as well. The kobolds don't use metal worm jars, as far as I know. I've done the complete Cobalt tribal quest line several times, in fact. Now, granted, I skip through the dailies a lot, but I always read the main quest line. And they don't, as far as I know, they just eat scraps. Well, the last company does. They're at low standing. But I never heard anything about no worms and the desire for worm jars. Side quest class. Metal worm jar. Can I buy you anywhere? Man, that's something that I'm kind of missing from Heavensward and Stormblood. Is apparently there's no real material supplier around anymore. Like in Heavensward and Stormblood, you could just buy materials from a merchant, either in Idleshire or Ralgar's Reach. But it seems like in Shadowbringers, they did away with that, and I have to make these myself. But hopefully they're not nearly as complicated. Okay, 4 true copper. Great, copper. And what about stone gold? So I just need true gold. Okay, 4 per each. So that means 2, so 8, 8, 16, 16, 32. 32 plus 2 copper, yes. No, plus gold. At least I did not toss my gold ore away, thank God. Because that is timed, and it's a Realm Reborn time, which means it only appears for 3 hours every Eorzean day. Good lord. I've tossed a lot of stuff out. I'm glad I kept my gold ore. Okay, where do I gather this anyway? Right. Alright. Oh my. The hoarding, I'm glad that my hoarding instincts actually paid off a little bit. I'll have to remember that for my other characters too. I thought there would be a material supplier, but no, I've been kind of looking over recipes for Shadowbringers, and it appears that everything has to be handmade yourself. I don't know how I feel about that. Rather, actually, I know how I feel about that, especially as a trial player. I just would rather buy these. I mean, they're just... I mean, I understand crafting the master recipe stuff. That makes sense, but just this normal stuff? Let me be done with it. Let me just buy. The thing is, I swore in the Crystarium there's somebody that says, like, materials supplier, but what do they supply if they don't give me all this goods? So I need 30, 32, right? $27, 29, 30, 32. Need to toss at least one more thing out. Not the lower creep egg, the zoo chunks. Bye. Okay, switch back to armor. Now let's just go to Limsa. Just get all the materials we need right out. Do I want that? Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Did I actually need 32? Or I think I might be going crazy. It's like you only need 4. 4 times 4, 16. I think I added an extra 2 because I am that tired. My math is completely shot. Whatever, we'll toss it once we get enough of our ingots. Oh, wait. I'm dumb. I need to create 6 of these. So not only did I not get enough, I didn't get nearly enough. So each of these is 4, 8, 12, 16, and I need 16 times 6. 16 times 6, 96. Okay, well, let's just get the copper that we need. Did I mention I was tired? I think I mentioned I was tired. Gotta keep it together. Feel like a ship falling about. Keep it together. Keep it together. All right. So let's think here. Okay, so for deep gold ingots, we need 1 per ingot, and we need 2 times 6, 12. So we need 12 copper. It's gonna be really embarrassing if I get this number wrong. Yeah. I got to keep her together, Captain. She's coming apart at the seams. Okay. Back to apparently. I think I have enough gold. Thank God. Good Lord. I have how much gold do I have? 27. I need 12. Good. 96. True gold though. 96. Yes. 6. 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, 4, 8, 12, 16. Yes, 96. Okay. So back I go. No. Ring. So we need 96. Oh, whatever. True gold. Whatever it's called. which means I need to toss out another thing. No, I don't. If I make all of the ones requiring copper ore, then that will free up its space, and then I won't need to throw anything. I have to tell you, the armorer got some really cool stuff in Shadowbringers. I just really want the Barding of True Light, did they call it? The Barding of True Light? Looked through the recipes and I saw that Barding, I'm like, ooh, that's a cool Barding. Actually, it reminds me like when in the earlier days, when I was playing this game, when I was first getting into it, I saw the guy with the Barding of True Light. And I asked him, like, where did you get that? He's like, it's on the market board. I'm like, I'm a trial player. I can't use no market board, sir. Like, oh, well, that was when the trial player only the trial went only up to Heavensward, so I couldn't get it. Now it's a long time coming, but I'm gonna get that freaking Barding of True Light. You just wait. I know it's a Shadowbringers recipe. $96, $96. That's the number. Yeah. Matter of getting there, getting the materials, and also having my armor. I'd probably, what others? I'm probably gonna need like goldsmithing with it as well. Everything is Omnicraft, but hey, I'm gonna have to get all three of my characters to be Omnicrafters. It's a thing. Once I get all the custom deliveries open, and also I'm working on Ishgardian restoration is also been really helpful in leveling up stuff. Just a little costly if you want to do things quickly. You gotta buy a lot of stuff, which is probably where Caligo's money is gone. Okay, 81. Come on. Am I about to get a challenge log complete? Come on. Yes. Give me that money. Now, 2,000 gil, not much, but for all you trial players, if you want to know how to get money, you want to do challenge log stuff to get this completion stuff. I'm almost at another 10k right there, which isn't a lot, but they add up. Oops, come on. One extra. I'll have to throw that out. Okay, we might as well just teleport to the mean now. Go back to the Crystarium. I think I have everything I need. Make sure to eat some of this garbage crafting food I've been force-fed, or force-given, I should say. And also make sure to put on a manual. So I'm gonna level up, baby. Armor. Okay, we'll start with the deep gold ingots. No. Quit. And what food? See, like, look at this trash crafting food. Trash. All the way back here. Like, right after A Realm Reborn. Ugh. But I need the experience. I might as well use it. Alright, let's do it. Okay, we got a little bit of great strides. A little manipulation. A little innovation. There we go. Preparatory touch. Look at that. Might have to do a couple of observes. Boy. Yeah. Gotta observe at least once here. Hold on now. Oh, wait. I'm like, where's my ability when I can craft? I'm like, I'm at 50. I'm at 73. I haven't... You're leveling armor right now, dummy. Joe, you dummy. You're leveling it right now. You don't have the abilities yet. Right. That's what I'm doing. I'm leveling. All right. But I have preparatory touch. Yes, you're at 73. You have preparatory touch. You need to level more to get more abilities. All right, I'll do it. Okay, we must observe. Let's just put veneration on as well. That'll give me a little extra. And we'll do a careful synthesis. We can do one before we have to observe again. Observe. Now you might be thinking, why am I observing when I have durability at 10 when manipulation is like a half step, right? But I've said this before and I'll just say it again, just to remind you in case you didn't know. It restores 5 points of duration after the step has taken. So if I did an action at 10, the durability would go to 0 and it would break. It wouldn't go to 0 and then back to 5. Once it hits 0, it hits 0. So you have to make sure that you're at least at 15. Because then it'll drop to 5 and it'll restore. Here we go. This is gonna take a lot longer than I thought it would. I guess this besides I mean, I guess things are easier with cooking and alchemy because you don't have to, you just take the raw materials and then make something. With like Armorcraft, you have to take the raw materials, make an ingot, and then make something. So I guess it's just going to be a bit longer than alchemy and cooking would be. No, I'm just going to do Master's Mend right here. And we'll just do veneration, and we'll just do careful synthesis. maybe might be thinking, why am I not doing muscle memory? Well, I feel like muscle memory is a waste if you use it and you also don't use the additional effect, which increases synthesis up to 100%. So why not just do reflect and get an extra inner quiet? Kind of get the full benefit of it. Basically, you get the full benefit of reflect if you know, this would have been like 400 and then I used it again and I would have capped out. So that's why I did. Anyway, enough about the method behind my madness. Let's continue crafting, as this is going to take a while. Two of these will be enough to complete it. Alright, let me just do veneration, and that'll be enough for that one. Love to see that. Love to see it. Six more. Good lord, they make this. But at least I'm getting experience, right? At least you're getting experience doing it. How many per ingot? 118k, pretty much. So there's that. Reflect. Great strides. And we'll go ahead and get precise. Great strides again. Oh, sure. And we'll do Master's Mend. And then we'll do Veneration. And you know, we can do actually just do one of these. I'll just complete it. I press two buttons when I can press one. Reflect. Great strides. Precise. Great strides. Manipulation. Precise. Veneration. And that'll be enough right there. Ooh, I'm about to get my challenge log done. That's what I like to see. That'll give me extra experience just in itself. Reflect. I'm surprised though, I did custom deliveries, but I guess I only did 3 each, so that wasn't that much. Great strides. Precise. Great strides. Manipulation. Innovation. Precise. Veneration. Groundwork. For that extra, another 300k, we're gonna send a 10,000 gil. Reflect. Great strides. Manipulation. Precise. Yeah, it's real chill, but I like that you have to pay attention to it. I know most people macro it, but I feel like that takes away the charm of crafting. You know, you gotta be there for your precise touch. You know, you gotta hit that precise touch when it comes up. Even though it's like, well, I calculate that no matter what, I'll always get to it. I'm like, yeah, but that's not the fun part about crafting. It's fun is like calculating in your head and then doing your precise touches. And then kind of like each time the recipe can become different. Like sometimes I'm hitting Master's Mend. Sometimes I don't get to hit manipulation at all. Each thing's different. But you know, each to each their own. It's just the way I like to play. Great stride, manipulation. Get that precise in. Get the great strides. And like right now, I think I'll just hit a careful synthesis. Just for the heck of it. And I'll hit innovation. And we'll do just another careful. See if I can get all the way to the top. I can. Okay. One set down. Now for stone gold. Which is goldsmithing? Fine, I've got goldsmith. I can goldsmith. You think you could freaking trick me? Okay, I do have preparatory, but I don't have groundwork, so I'll have to keep that in mind. They trying to throw me off. Pretty much the same thing though, yeah? Just, it's funny how like all my buttons are kind of different. I don't know how it came to be like this, but all my buttons are in different locations for each of my Disciple of Hand classes. Don't ask me why it turned out this way. I do not know. It just happened to be. And that's why I click instead of pressing my keyboard. These should be pretty much similar, but everything else is a different spot. Alright, let's put generation. Don't have groundwork, so we're just gonna and I have to make sure I get this right. How many deep gold do I have? I have 12, so I need 12. Is that right? 2, 4, yeah, 12. I need. It's like 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, yeah. Okay. So that's one down. Reflect. In fact, let me change this right here. Let me put that here. That here. We'll put that there. Wait. Okay. Ooh, excellent. We got it. Careful. Careful. All right. How much bonus am I getting? I'm getting 428 bonus. 3 out of 12. Server, Philly, I'm on, you see right here, I'm on Balmung on Crystal. Oh man, I missed it. I broke my own rule. I didn't hit a precise touch when I could. There we go. Paid up for me. But remember, Philly, yeah, it's the first time I've kind of seen you around here. I am a trial player, so if you're like, want to trade me anything, I appreciate it, but do not bother. I cannot accept any gifts. Unless you want to give me something with the cash app. Not saying you should. I'm just saying that's the one way I can get stuff. How do I know that? Because I buy stuff from the cash shop once in a while. I'm very tempted, but I'm going to go through Boja first. But I'm so tempted to buy some black dye. Oh man, it's so hard getting black dye sometimes. And I'm waiting for All Saints Wake to come back around so I can buy some more Halloween stuff. Every year I end up buying more and more Halloween stuff. I'm born on Halloween. It's my birthday, so I have a real strong affinity for Halloween. And I'm like, oh, you know, just this. Then it goes around, and I'm like, ah, man, I really want that. Really want that spooky barding for one of my characters. Where was I? Ah, yes, manipulation. Great strides. How far am I into the game? It's kind of complicated, Philly. I'm at the end of 5.0. But there's a caveat. I have 3 characters in total because I am a role player at heart. I do not like having all my jobs on one character. It just doesn't fit thematically. So I have 2 other characters, which I'm also going to get to the end of 5.0 before I continue into 5.1. And then I'll be dividing the content of post 5.0 amongst those 3 characters. So one is going to be a speed through, which is, he's almost at the end of the game. My second character is almost at the end of 5.0. And then I'm going to do a retrospective with my self-insert character. I'm not sure if you're familiar with my YouTube channel, but basically the avatar that I use for my YouTube videos will be a kind of a retrospective playthrough where I'm not going to really read along, but I'm not going to skip any cutscenes. I'm going to kind of just do commentary as we go along, kind of like my experience after having played it, and also see if I can find some more Easter eggs, knowing more information now than what I did before. So it's kind of going to be a retrospective. So hope that answers your question. But after I get to the end of 5.0 with my third character, it's pretty much going to be content, no retreading content until I get to the end of Shadowbringers, and then I might do another retrospective from 5.1 to 5.5. So it's a little bit of a lull right now, but it's the way I want to do it, you know, because I use all my characters for raiding, especially because I'm an Omni main. I like to do different jobs for different fights. And if you're interested in watching me prog through Eden Mine, please consider joining my YouTube channel at the Lords and Ladies tier, as you can watch me prog with my static, at least one of my statics, through Eden. We're on E2 right now. We got to Hard Enrage, so we're just going to clean that up on Tuesday, hopefully clear E2 and get on to E3. Anyway, where was I? I'm also very sleep deprived right now, so it's like, wait, what? What am I doing? Okay, 5 out of 12, 5 out of 12. Okay, let's try to speed this up. Let's speed this up. Go 1, 2, but I can't miss precises. 3, preparatory, simple, Veneration. Careful. Careful again. I'm gonna get another challenge log, let's go. But it's gonna level up my goldsmith and not my armor, but oh well. Them's the breaks. Yeah, I can do a preparatory. And one veneration will be enough to give me the room I need to do too careful. There we go. Do I get groundwork? I did get groundwork. Put groundwork right there. 7 out of 12. Let's keep going. Great strides. Let's get a precise. Great strides again. Manipulation. Innovation. Get a preparatory done. And veneration will be enough. I cannot use groundwork. I do not have enough durability for it, so we'll just do two careful synthesis. 8 out of 12. Okay, we're gonna go again. Reflect. Precise. Great. Precise. That will be more than enough. We'll do Master's Mend. And then a groundwork. I should have done veneration, whatever. It's still 2 buttons. It's fine. Size. Great strides. Manipulation. Veneration. Groundwork. Two more, just two. 1. Innovation. Love to see it. Love it when it all combines into one big ass precise touch. And we'll do a basic. Just do veneration and then groundwork. And then we'll do one more, just one more. Big strides. Manipulation. Innovation. Preparatory. Basic. That really took a lot out of me, so I have to do veneration and then too careful. I cannot do groundwork. $12. Oh, thank God. Okay. We're done. Switch to armor, because that's the one I really want to level up. And now we make 6 of these. Shouldn't be much problem. Let's do reflect. We'll do veneration. Get groundwork going. In fact, I like having groundwork up here. Let's put there. Okay, one No inventory space. That's right, we gotta get rid of this true gold. Collect. Slice. Let's do generation, get groundwork going. Collect. $74. Reflect. All right. Slowly but surely, two more, just two more. Great strides. Precise touch. Veneration. Groundwork. It's like, I know I'm doing overkill with the quality here, but it keeps me in practice of doing the right rotation. All right, we did it. We did it. I wish I could do more to revive the bellows myself, but it's your crafting prowess that will truly make the difference. I'm grateful for your help. Here you go. God damn it. That was a lot harder than doing cooking and alchemy, I tell you that. Do we have enough space? I guess we do. Thank you. A container of this quality should keep those wriggling morsels safe and fresh. Not that I'd ever want to eat them. Damn, no level? No level? Right. I've done my part and delivered your work to our potential clients in Mortsuk. Hopefully, they like what they see. I can hear the kobold walking anywhere. This is the forge where the metal jars were made, yes? I wanted to talk to the makers. Welcome, welcome. You've come to the right place. And what did you wish to discuss? For white earthworms, freshness is best. They fare poorly in sunlight. Death follows soon. They don't keep well. They do taste better fresh from the dirt, that's true. What is it with you and worms, Isman? I'm beginning to think you are moored in disguise. We never tried to store earthworms before, but when we put them in your new jar, they stayed happy in the dark, safe and squirming and delicious. Since the jar is made of metal, it doubles as a cooking pot. Over the fire and dinner is served. Whoever made such wonderful utensils understands the Mord, understands worms. If you have any more jars, we would like to make you an offer. We have much to trade. coins to buy. Another happy customer. It's almost too good to be true. By the way, are you one of those worm gourmets too? No, I didn't eat the worms. It has to be the white ones. They're meatier than the other worms, and you've proven your crafting expertise once again, Caligo. And thanks to the stability you've given us, I've managed to convince an old friend to return. Are we gonna get some conflict here? Oh, no, she's come back. I'm Corlana. You might have heard from Iola, but I was working at the bellows until I couldn't anymore. After all Iola's father did for us, abandoning the forge never sat well with me, so I'm glad to have another chance to help the business succeed. And we're incredibly glad to have you. You can work with Isman crafting stock for all these extra commissions. Did you hear that, Isman? There's plenty of work to be done, so don't think you can take it easy just because I'm back. Now, the reason white earthworms are meatier has to do with how they survive the arid conditions of Almarang. What is this dolt babbling about? Anyway, now all that's left is to convince Suren to return. I'll scout out a new client, and then you can amaze them with your artisanal brilliance. We've gone to a new level. Next request upon 75, blacksmith, armor, goldsmith. Alright, now I'm not quite done. I'm done with Caligo. Main is finished for now. But I'm not quite done with the facet. I'm not quite done with the crystalline mean. Poor Father Pius has some work to do. I saved it because he's my fishing main. This is the guy I use for fishing. Like any fishing content outside of like gathering fish for culinarian. Like just kind of, you know, ocean fishing, and if I ever want to like to feast the famine and stuff like that. He's not just fish. He's not just for fishing. Tosuke, he's also my gunbreaker, machinist, and dragoon. So if there's any content I want to do with those jobs, I do it with him. But I also designated him as my fisher. So you can see, let's see here, mount guide. I got this guy. See, he's pretty, you know, out of my favorite list, he's right there at the top because I got him pretty quickly. The Ibotus mount. I got him from ocean fishing. I got him when I was in Heaven's Ward. Like, I really worked on ocean fishing. And also you can see on my minions, I have a few ocean fishing minions here as well. So I decided he would be my fisher. My priest enjoys the fish. But we are going to do, as I said, with fishing. Oh wow, I didn't even know I had this stuff. Oh, that's right. I bought this. I didn't put it in my glamour dresser yet, but hell, I'll wear it. Just put the mask on too. This stuff was supposed to go in my glamour dresser, but sure, I'll keep them as gear for now. Anyway, oh, that's right. As you can see, I have level 80 with these guys now. I managed to pixie them off. It's speaking of pixies, I do need to do the pixies. I almost forgot. Gotta get our daily pixies in. He went Beltaware, he's not at 8 yet, so. Gotta use Gunbreaker for experience. So we're gonna do some pixies. And then we'll do some Guitari. Then we'll do Facet of Fishing. And then we'll continue with the speed through. It's not stalling if I'm doing content. Anybody, what are people excited about for Fanfest? New job is a given, right? Now, I heard someone say that Square Enix confirmed that the tank job is going to be the one that's going to be at this, as going to be revealed. The battle animations, dude, I am so happy for the battle animations. I know I'm way back here in Shadowbringers, but like the job that I'm most excited for battle animations for is Pictomancer. Like, I want different styles of art. I don't want just these kind of cartoony kids drawings, you know? Alright, I remember I'm playing how to play Gunbreaker. Like, that, I think has the most potential. I hope we see some Pictomancer stuff. Now, I predict, my prediction is we're going to see a new Paladin limit break. That would get people really hyped. Because are we all in agreement that the Paladin limit break is probably the worst limit break, at least aesthetically? It's a sack, right? But man, if they show like kind of like some cool, maybe like portraits of hell for Pictomancer, like old school style Japanese ukiyo demon art, that would be cool. Or like even like some like realism would be cool, or minimalism. I'm a big fan of minimalism. If you my YouTube, or my it's not just YouTube, but also my Twitch profile pictures, anything's just a star with black. I like black and white and simple. It's very aesthetic to me. I mean, I was going to always play Pictomancer once I get it unlocked, but what am I going? Okay, I gotta go inside. But it'd be so cool to get like a different style of Picto. I'm kind of worried about Summoner. Like, do you think they're, for their animation attacks, it's just like, okay, that's how we're gonna get Ramu. Ramu's just gonna like replace one of the 3 other primals. Like, oh, you want yeah, it's just an animation now, you know, whatever. Like if they did these battle automations before, I bet you Lunar Bahamut would have, or I shouldn't say Lunar, but Solar Bahamut would have just been a new skin for Bahamut, which would be cool. Don't get me wrong. I like the way that Solar Bahamut looks. I don't know the lore implications of Solar Bahamut. Don't get me crossed here, but if they did battle animations, if they decided on that before Dawn Trail, they would have definitely, like, Solar Bahamut would have definitely just been a skin for Bahamut. think they're gonna have to renege on that. Gonna be like, let's get rid of Solar Bahamut and just make it a skin, a reward skin for regular Bahamut. It will be pissed though. Yes. Just gonna skip through these because I have already done the pixies on. That's always funny. You could put them into an arena maybe. Oh, so like Pius hasn't done the Namazu, but they still give me the Namazu answer here. Interesting. Alright, switch over to Botanist and we'll do the Katari. For now. I'll do that off stream. I did not realize I haven't done the level 70 yet. Lahi. I really need to progress through the story so I can get the night theme back. Okay. If we see any new quests that I can remember, I will read them out. Lahi! There's an actual quest called Lahi. Oh, I gotta read this one out. I think these are all new. Quattoral Pasol would have you utter the word of power. What? Lahi's a word of power? Is that why I feel attacked every time I hear it yelled in my ear? The morning stars are protected by all sorts of Ronkin-built guardians, living statues that keep intruders at bay. Since we're also striving to preserve their legacy, I think it only fair to have them defend us while we explore the caverns. If you were to say Lahi, if you were to say Lahi to one of the dolls that lie dormant, it surely would heed your call and spring to our aid. Is that what Lahi means? It's a word of power? The Qatari Book of Records. Quattoral Pasol, tireless record-keeping, has all but exhausted her supply of writing materials. Goodness me, I may not look it, but I'm incredibly busy. Just keeping track of the recent discoveries is enough to make my head spin. Not to mention all the maps and charts we draw. Samurai battle animations are gonna go hard, I hope so. They're pretty cool right now, though, Kosuke. They're pretty cool right now. So, but I would like something besides, like, ice and flowers. I like the moon, though, but I get it. Like, maybe we could get lightning? Get some lightning, maybe some wind? Instead of ice and flower petals? That would be cool. That would be cool. That's why I make detailed records of everything. And we only use traditional methods passed down from the Ronkins. I need several Tartarchuk feathers, which we'll use for writing quills. Fear not, the reward will make it worth the trouble, I assure you. Meet and greet. Quattoral Pasel faces an unprecedented dilemma, a disastrous deluge of dead deer delicacies. I don't like the flowers. They're fine. I might like something different, another choice. I like the moon the most. The moon is the best element, in my opinion. Though a summoner limit break besides Giga Flare would be really cool. Giga Flare is fine, but I don't know. I want something. It's fine. I like Giga Flare, don't get me wrong, but I just want the possibilities. I want options. Options, cosmetic options are good for an MMO. That's where the real horizontal gameplay needs to come into effect, is customization. Aesthetic customizations. Anyway. Our V friends have presented us with an enormous haul of venison as a sign of their appreciation for our work. The only problem is, there's so much of it. We'll need to smoke the meat before it goes rotten. Could I be awfully impertinent and ask you to bring me some tree bark? Naturally, only the most splendid will suffice. You know, it's something I really want that should be easy to do, and that I think the game we are in desperate need of. We need more portrait. We need more portrait poses, and by that I mean we need more job actions. Like, why is it that we only get PvP limit breaks as job actions? We need more than that. We need cooler poses. It's hard to get a really cool pose through just the standard amount. Pretty much like almost all of my poses come from victory and battle pose, right? Like, this is, I believe, like battle pose. That's fine, you know. That's glasses adjust, but trying to make it look like he's praying a little bit or contemplating. And again, that's like victory. That's battle. Oh, it says right here, battle, spectacles, battle. See, we need more job poses. At least give me, like, you know, like a mitigation pose or like a casting pose, something. That's what we need. They need to update that. I need my portraits to be cool. Might add that to my bingo card. More portrait poses. And like, they obviously can do it because they give us PvP limit breaks. So why not give us non-PvP limit breaks? Oh wait, I already got what I need. Okay, let's say Lahi to these guys. Lahi. All right, here we go. Never thought I'd see the day. When I say Lahi, the doll has woken. All right. Where am I going now? No, it's actually all pretty close to each other. Surprise. Dosuke, what do you want for like a job animation? What job do you looking forward to most that's getting like new job action skins? Which job do you like? Man, this is cool, but I got some ideas, or I wish some things would be cooler. Like maybe a job doesn't fit with you aesthetically, but if they gave you some new skins, you would like it a little bit more. let's turn these in. I'm going to read each one of them off, and after we turn them in, I'm going to take my break. I'm pretty much at my break time. I need a snack, and my lower half of my body has gone numb, so I need to stretch. I've been sitting for far too long, so... It's a miracle! The Guardian has arrived. In fact, it clambered down into the caverns just before you got here, and is no doubt shooing off whatever might threaten our workers. Best of all, now that it's awake, it will continue patrolling without rest or need to be fed. Perhaps we can even get it to assist in the excavation itself. The ancient word you spoke, Lahi, actually means wake up. No wonder. Lahi! It's like, wake up! Good to know, good to know. Wake up in Roman tongue. But it was also used as a greeting. It is said that those favored by the gods can even hear the voice of the ancients carried in the winds as they travel to the Great Wood. Perhaps you have had such an experience yourself. You're so funny, Quattro Pasol. You're so funny. Oh, I am glad to see you safe and sound. I hope you didn't run into any trouble on my account. Da 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 da. Splendid. Tattered chunk feather. Fortunately, that's what it says. Fortunately, the former owner was kind enough to molt its fine feather for you to collect without the need to resort to bloodshed, which may explain how it retains its natural splendidness. Splendid! That's exactly what I was after. It won't be long before I'll have a brand new set of writing supplies, with which I shall scrawl away to my heart's content. Other than unearthing lost treasures, we Qatari love nothing more than keeping record of our achievements. Even those too young to write can often be seen drawing maps of the places they visited. Adorable, isn't it? Have you brought that which I requested? Time is of the essence. Splendid tree bark. A bark of a tree once barked at by a dog barking up the wrong tree. That's funny. Gotta appreciate this little flavor text. My word, this is splendid. Just the fragrance alone makes me want to gobble it all up, even without the venison. Of course, that would rather defeat the purpose of having you rush around before the meat spoils. And we wouldn't want to put the V's generous gift to waste now, would we? Alright, sweet. Another level on Botanist. So, I'm going to take this time to get a stretch and get a snack, and I encourage you all to do the same. Let's not take too long. So let's just come back at 15 past. Yeah, that should be enough. I'll also have to check up on my mother, make sure she's doing all right. I think she's seems fine. I haven't got hopefully, gotten a ton of spam phone calls. Actually, now that I think about it, because I do need to check up on my momsy to make sure she's okay. She might want to eat something or something. I'm gonna make this break slightly longer because I might need to prepare some food for her or something. So let's come back actually at 20 past. Apologies for the extra long break, but you know, it is what it is. So let me just put this up here, adjust the time. Back at 20 past. And I will see you all anon. Alright, back in time. Excellent, excellent. Let's back to the games. Okay. Let's teleport to Crystalline Mean. This really should have been a first playthrough, not a... For those of you who don't know, for some reason, on my YouTube, I actually get to make thumbnails for this. And I kind of choose between, like, is this a first time playthrough material, or is this my alt speed through I'm going to focus on? And so far, it's been pretty much first time stuff, granted on a focus on crafting and gathering, but still, it has been first time. Alright, let's get our fisher. I saved the fishing for you, Pious. Let's go. Okay. Unless things have changed, gathering materia is pretty useless. Only crafting materia is good. Barthric is desperate to find a cure for Christiosis, specifically the one that includes fish, of course. You came to hear good news? I've got none to give. We're still no closer to finding a cure for Christiosis. Of course, people only started using this name after the appearance of the Crystal Tower. I have no idea what people called it before then. Having said that, ancient records speak of Noble's Rot, which has remarkably similar symptoms to Huriel's illness. But as the name implies, it only seems to affect those who have led lives of luxury. Since we're not likely to find anyone around the Crystarium, like that around the Crystarium, it's hard to say whether Noble's Rot and Christiosis are one and the same. The only people who might consider wealthy are those wine quaffing gluttons over in Yulmore. Yulmore, Lob, you're a genius. I am. Never occurred to me to go all the way there, though. The chances of them being able to help are slim at best. Well, slim chances are better than none at all. If there's a cure for Noble's Rot, they must have their own way of treating it. Can I ask you to keep an eye on things here for a while? Aye. Father, let's head to Stilltide and ask the local fishers. Okay. Oh, might as well teleport to Stilltide. Does have an aetheryte after all. It's so funny. It's like Stilltide has an aetheryte, but also you can get to it through the Crystarium right next to it. It reminds me a lot of, what is it called? See, Swift Perch. One of the most useless aetherytes in the whole game. When Aleport is right there. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point. There's something about the ocean that stirs the soul, don't you think? I wonder how many new species are there waiting to be discovered. I've read about all sorts of fantastic aquatic creatures in the tomes, and look forward to the day I can see them with my own eyes. Oh, I do apologize. I was rather lost in thought there. We had better start asking the locals what they know of Noble's Rot. Why don't you try that elderly gentleman over there? That weather-beaten old chap looks like he's seen a few things in his time. Weathered fisher. Or wizened fisher, I should say. You're not from around here, are you? What do you want? We're terribly sorry to bother you, but we're wondering if you knew anything about Noble's Rot. That's one name for it. Or as I like to call it, rich bastards' comeuppance. Loads of people in Umar get it, and they've only got themselves to blame. All day they sit there, filling their faces with expensive delicacies and drinking themselves senseless. That don't do your body a whole lot of good. So while their bellies grow fatter, the rest of them grows weaker. Luckily for us down here in Stilltide, the Ilmorians seem to think eating Prospero eels cures it. We sometimes find them tangled up in our nets, and they fetch a decent price. I see. Tell me, good sir, where can we catch these eels? Well, it's hard to say, since it's nigh on impossible to hook one intentionally. Normally, they'd be out of our reach. But occasionally, they drift up from the depths. There's no telling how long it'll be before we snag another one. I've seen a few at the market before, though. Some elf boy opened up trade between Yulmore and Undo, who sometimes brings Prospero eels to sell. But even they don't seem to catch many, and it's not often they make a journey here. Their merchants their merchants came by recently, which means it'll be a while before we see them again. It would seem we've reached something of a dead end. Leave it to me, those eels are no match for the power of friendship. They live at the bottom of the ocean. If they live at the bottom of the ocean, that's where I go. My word! Your commitment never ceases to amaze me, but are sure it's not too much to ask? Glad to hear it. I'll be back at the meeting trying to find the best way to cook the eels. Apparently, it's all too easy to botch it and turn them into something resembling the regurgitated contents of a seagull's stomach, to quote the book. I'm sure the treatment will be a lot more effective if our patient can keep it down. A fool's errand if you ask me. But I heard that the Ondo use Moibi shrimp as bait. Might be worth a try. But if your travels take you to the ocean depths, you better be damned careful. I hear there's ancient creatures down there that even survive the flood of light. Beasts that old and that tough won't hesitate to snag up a tasty treat that comes their way, including careless fishers. Go if you must, but don't say I didn't warn you. Consider your warning well and truly heeded. It appears that the Prospero eels you seek inhabit the Tempest. You may be able to catch them at Norrad's Slope. Speaking of which, teleport to you more. I need to get my level 80 fishing rod. Don't want to chance this. we go. Okay, Prospero, I'm gonna have to look this up. Because it's just telling me the fishing hole does not help me. Prospero eel. $29.15 -3. Uh-oh. 29. $29. Okay, so it's up here. Right around here. Okay, should be too hard. But -3, so down here. Here. Yep. Got one. Can I not do I can't do identical fish? Damn. Damn. Well, I'm going to try to get to the center of this fish as I like to do. Man, for chum, this takes a long time. Sucks I can't do identical cast. Should've chummed. Should've chummed! Took forever without even the chum. What's this place called? It's called the No Run Slope. Stormfish. I want to get right on the fish. Yeah. So let's stormfish does it take? Shrimp, yeah. So I won't splash if we get another stormfish. Splash. I should say slap. Good. That took a long time, so even with chum, so I'm guessing that's the eel. Yep. Three eels to go. Wait, I only need one eel. Good lord. I thought I was doing a delivery. No, I'm doing a quest, not a delivery. Dummy. Okay. Oh, I got a couple stormfish out of it. Alright. Get this quest done. Maybe get a cutscene. Should be a lengthy cutscene because it is the last in the whole line. Welcome back. In all honesty, you've been gone so long I thought something dreadful had happened. So any luck? This species, native to the Tempest, is believed by locals to possess the ability to control the elements using some form of innate magic. This may, however, be no more than a ruse invented by the Ondo to keep intruders out of their waters. Not included in the fishing boat. I could never get into eel when I was in Japan. It's just too oily. Ugh, it's repulsive. More importantly, it appears to be a fine specimen, and is no doubt bursting with nutrition. Now, all that remains is to follow the recipe and serve it to Huriel. I'll go ahead to Spragrius and tell her the meal is on its way. Let's hope she's got a good appetite. I'm actually something of a dab hand in the kitchen, but it will require all of my culinary abilities to make such a grotesque fish look presentable. It'll take a while to cook, so perhaps we can meet at the Spriggius a little later? Question is, can I jump down there? Jump? I cannot. These guardrails shouldn't be able to hold me. They really do. And I'll go the old-fashioned way. This ones are shorter, right? Yeah. Oh. Let's go look at you, Huriel. Oh, you must be father. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I hear you have caught an eel to cure my illness. Father Rick got here just before you did, carrying the dish he prepared himself. I knew he was a man of many talents, but I never realized that cooking was one of them. Although we won't see immediate effects, I'm interested to see what she makes of the flavor. How was it? Delicious. But is this truly the key to overcoming my illness? It's still too soon to be sure. But providing our theories are correct, your symptoms should gradually improve if you continue with the treatment. But I only brought one eel. I threw the other two away. How are you going to get more of these? I must say it's a lot more appetizing than any of the medicines I've been given until now. You! Get away from my daughter this instant! Look at that slow, menacing walk. Father, what's wrong? Aren't these your friends from the faucet? They brought me a meal to help cure my cristiosis. I worked my fingers to the bone to pay for her medicine, and you think you can do better? These kind of diseases are caused by an improper diet. The dish Father and Frederick put together is meant to give her what she's been missing. Yes, this is based on our research at the Cabinet of Curiosity, where we've found that chrysiosis is essentially the same as a disease known as Noble's Rot. The condition is common amongst Eulmorians. We use Prospero eel as a treatment. That's why we brought some for Huriel to try. I never said it was cured, they just said they think it cures it. We never talked to an Eulmorian that's like, oh yeah, it works. And you're using my daughter as a test subject for your madcap theories? Yep. There's nothing madcap about eating a balanced diet. Your daughter was as keen as anyone to try this new approach. Of course, Huriel isn't the only one suffering from chrysiosis, and we'll need a lot more Prospero eels. We were lucky to have Father here, but we can't expect him to keep catching them indefinitely. He's gonna show some backbone. Bob and I can't do this by ourselves. We need experienced fishers like you, Merrill. Please, help us. You did all this for Huriel, even after everything I said. And will continue to do so, perhaps with you there to lend a hand. Yes, of course, if you'll have me. Huriel, you'll be out of here soon, I promise. Come on, let us return to the mean. I'm sure they have a lot to discuss. Dad, stop fussing. I said I'm fine. All this time you're working to save my daughter. I had no idea. Well, that's the faucet done. At least for now. What level do I have my culinarian at? Nope, not done with that. Alright. Finish up Fisher. Was far less grandiose than the faucet of nourishing was. Or nourishment. I'm pleased that we were able to get through to Merville, though if Rob hadn't been so discreet, our efforts may have seemed like a shallow attempt to use Uriel's illness to manipulate her father. He acted out of genuine desire to help her, which will continue to be a driving force behind our efforts. You're not wearing your uniform, Merville. Everybody else is wearing the same thing. Why do you gotta be so different? Ah, Merville, how's Haruel? Haruel? A lot better, thanks to you. So much so that she told me to stop fussing over her and give you lads a hand. It's good to hear her. She's in high spirits. As for getting on with some work for the facet, I have a few special assignments if you're interested. You just try and stop me. Watch out, fish. Here I come. I didn't freaking tell you what you had to do yet. It's incredible to think how much has changed. With everyone working towards a common goal, things should go a lot more smoothly from now on. Having said that, I can't help wondering what would have happened if you and Rod hadn't been there to guide me. I'd probably still be butting heads with Merville and the others, which is hardly bears thinking about. But it's not only me you've helped. It's everyone in the Crystarium. Once they get into better eating habits, they'll be much healthier and happier as a result. In fact, the Facet of Fishing will be doing her utmost to follow the fine example you've set. While I appreciate that you have your own path to walk, your own challenges to face, you will be sorely missed. If you're ever in the Crystarium, we'd love to hear stories from your travels. All the best, my friend. Alright, we did it. The first set of fishing is finished. Esteemed contributor. A warrior of water. Do I get that as an achievement? Title? Warrior of water? Otherworldly anger. He's called me warrior of water. That's cooler than otherworldly anger. Boo. Boo. Tomato, tomato, tomato. Alright. Well, we're stuck until we do the role quest. I did not know I had the... Was it the rifle? The revolver of the Forgiven? It's something. I really thought I was gonna... I just forgot to put this stuff in my glamour dresser, and now I have level 80 equipment. Oh wait, that's right. I have to go to Yulmore. That's where this quest's giver is. He's by the shack in Gate Town. Alright. This is all gonna be skippy scoos here. Nah. Go towards the Crystarium. It's gonna take the long path, but I've got gil to spend. Skip, 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 skip. Pendants. Pika. All right. Let's do it. She's hissing at me. Oh, we gotta take care of the healer first, right? Gotta get used to the 70 rotation. Okay, next mage. Just gotta go in the logical order. Healer, then caster, then the tank. First time to see Queen out. Brat. Queen. Do my bidding. There's the Magnus there. Didn't really get to see much what they actually did. Oh, I'm gonna use Machinist for some trials and stuff like that. Let's see it then. Save my wildfire for main boss there. Still got Paladin. Hey. Alright, clean out again. I am. Damn it, move. It's like, I don't have to do anything extra with Queen, right? There we go. Still beats arrow. You got a potion there, root from or something? Okay, jeez. And we're done. Let's continue on our speed through. Let's get to Amarat. So I'm gonna see if Arbert, I just want to hear Arbert say her name. Oops, yeah. Guess I can teleport to Yulmore now. Alright. Can't help myself, I gotta speak to Celilia here. Nothing special, eh? Oh, I got level 8, that's right. I can accept too many nuts now. All right. We can finally get this done. It's weird. I was like, can I not leave this way? Let me... Ooh, there's one to the northwest. Remember that. Did you say something different for her? What's that she got there? Striking beauty, transcends a life to manifest. Like, the illuminated down. Why am I? It's a cutscene. Yep. Fiscal DPS. Again. 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 A little weird looking. I got the maiming visor. That's right. That also is supposed to go in my glamour dresser, but it'll serve for now. Let's get machinist. Weird looking gun. Okay, so that's a negative, but these are positives. Sure. Do I have anything at 80 that I can craft with? I can meld with, I should say. I do not. I only have my gatherers. experience. Alright. I'm not going to skip through this next cutscene because I just want to hear Arbert say the name of his Makoti, because I only got Brendan last time. Up the cups. Let's teleport. Don't skip. We're gonna see what Arbert has to say.
Oh, stewards.
But we're gonna speed through. We're gonna skip a little bit of this cutscene.
That
without
crystal
skipping
you
the whole
showed
thing.
the artisan.
There we go. There we go.
Was it? Did it belong to one of my friends?
Like that Makota girl.
I tried to give you a measure of privacy. No one wants a spirit looking over their shoulder every moment of the day. So tell me, if you would, how did you come across that crystal? Oh, it was Render Ray's then. Strange that I should learn such things now, after they're long gone. They were fine friends, every one of them.
Render Ray. Guess he's gonna take us to where one is. Very close. There it is. Right when my choker decides to go. More to the west. Alright, dude. You want some? Let's go. Get used to 80. Rotation anyway. Just busier and busier and busier it gets. Only pretty much halfway there. Let's go. Open the portal. Check compass. Southwest, okay. Can't jump down there if you're aggroing me. Ooh, I was about to jump too. You weird. Let's go. Oh, I can't jump. Ah, I guess that makes sense. You know what? If I'm just gonna have to kill every single one of you so I can get back on my... Have to look at that at a closer detail on G-pose sometime. I could jump down there, I bet. I still can't jump down even though there is land there. Or a rump. Cool. Okay, which one of these do I 0 0 0. Oh, jeez. I probably should have. Whatever. Should have picked one that I wasn't going to use, so then has a better chance of me getting. You know, if I decide to, what do you call it? You know, you combine 5 materia into 1. But it will never be any of the materia that you put in. So I should pick ones like piety and spell speed, because I have no healers nor casters in this character. So if I combine them together and it manages to get a grade 8, it would be more likely to be one that I could use. But too late. Is there any more currents? No. Thank God. Like, technically this city is like kind of like a primal. It's a summoned city. Hold on one second, I need to check something in real life. Give me one moment. That was nothing. I was hearing some strange noises. And it's best not to let things like that go unchecked. I wonder if we can get to Amarat by the end of this stream time. It's very likely if I just keep skipping. But there's one cutscene I don't want to skip. Such a nice cityscape. Okay, let's actually follow my advice here and let's pick we can pick piety again and we can just excuse me. My question is, why is M itself so small if he's unsundered? I guess you could choose the size. All these guys are giants. I think the Ascians would be giants too. Let's go ahead and accept. Can I skip this cutscene, I wonder? I can't. Missed the whole debate. Should probably be doing this as Gunbreaker, just to get some experience. They're not level capped. Just turn it in as Gunbreaker. Like the blobs, which are like a summon within a summon, so they're kind of... There's Gunbreaker. Get a little experience for him. Bye-bye. Like how this is the exact type that is also at the cups, but like obviously it's an Amoret Aetheryte that's just survived through the years. Waiting. Ugh. Man. So close to Fanfest. So ironic that even I'm getting hyped for... You know, it's like, I get hyped because I plan to play Evercold eventually, you know, even if I am 2 expansions behind. Technically 2.5. I am a little worried that Shadowbringers is the peak, though. I mean, that's what everyone says, it's peak. Like, not even Endwalker? Like, no, not even Endwalker. Oh, use an ancient rope on a weakened. Right. Okay, weaken it. That's all the way back there. We'll do that later. Gunbreaker to discover these new areas, get that extra experience points. The seats. Am I in a... I'm not in a sanctuary anymore, am I? It's rather look a little bit... Like... Nope. Oh well. Not gonna skip this cutscene because I want to see Arbert and Pius side by side again. The lore implications of this conversation are huge, but they are not resolved. I am a sundered version of Emmett Silt's friend. I want to remember your name. I just want to see Ardbert and Pius next to each other again. We're gonna save the kind of the second read through and for the next play, which might be on Sunday. So I'll have to make a new title for it. Little tiny Emmett Till with all these huge people. He's like, these are my people. I've been ancient. Twins. I can't help it, I still get chills. Felt some chills crawl up my back. Ugh. Up the side of my neck. Even if I'm speeding through it. That's not a good sign. I don't need no more sadness. Just skip you a bit, so you aren't gonna make me feel sad this time. if I'm gonna go able to do Amarant. This time we might have to save it for the next time. The grand finale. You might. Amarant's right after this. But piety. Shadowbringers. I think we're gonna unlock Amarant and we're gonna leave it there. We'll just start the stream next time with the completion, and then we'll get the retrospective playthrough going. We'll complete like this side quest and we'll do the our dailies and stuff while we queue in for Amarant. And since it'll be a weekend, it'll door freaking open a mile away. Maybe because you're here. Sen! The hair, gray hair. I see what you're doing, Sen. You're not friends with this version of my character, so you snuck up on me. I'm gonna give you a slow clap for that. There you go. Alright, Zed. You have fun quoting. You have fun quoting Emmett there. This is a speed through, Zed. I'm not supposed to be taking a long time with it. Hey, Oracle. I would say a long time no see, but that would be a lie. Long time no see in my chat, that's for sure. Hope everything's well with you. I know you had something to do. Alright, Amarant is opened. We're so close to having two of my 3 characters at 5.0. But we're gonna leave it there. I don't really have time. We don't really have time for to go into hell itself. So yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. I hope everybody has a pleasant Fanfest if you're going to watch it. By the next stream, we will be that much closer. Your bit? Your bit? It's my stream here for your bit, Sen. I'm going to do my outro. So next we meet, everyone will know what the next job is, and hopefully we get to see a whole bunch of new stuff. Hopefully we get some news on the Gold Saucer. That's my prediction anyway. Beastmaster will be just around the corner, but that doesn't really apply to me. But yeah, we'll do Amarant. And We'll get Hades out of the way as well. And we'll maybe start with the retrospective playthrough with my final character, my self-insert, the Catboy himself, Joe. We'll get that going. And yeah, have a happy Fanfest. Remember, if you want to support me, please leave a like on the stream. It'll help spread it around a bit. If you haven't subscribed, do that. If you want to support me directly, become a channel member. Remember, there is exclusive live streams for the Lords and Ladies tier. And if you're watching me on Twitch, the best thing you can do is give me a follow there. That is the only thing that can be done to help me at the moment. Yes, I will see you all on Sunday, and good luck. Hopefully all of our wishes come true on the Fanfest. All our desires, all our wants for job, for ability skins, and hopefully the new tank job or whatever job they show is really cool. But until then, until next time, I will see you in the world of tomorrow.